Welcome to another edition of Kingdom Fit Productions. It's your host, Mike the Fit Prince. Before we begin this video, make sure to click the like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications so that you are notified when I'm dropping other content. Share the video with your friends, your family, your associates, so that they may receive the value as well. Now, without further ado, enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. I want to say gentlemen and ladies this time. Okay. It's all right. All right. Gentlemen and ladies, welcome back to another video, another edition of Kingdom Fit Productions. It's your host, Mike the Fit Prince, back at you again. Hold on. Let's do that again. Gentlemen, ladies, welcome back to another edition of Kingdom Fit Productions. Your host here, Mike the Fit Prince, with another video for you guys. And before we get into it, guys, show some love, like the video, support the channel, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, share it with a friend. Hey, so you can be notified when I'm dropping other content and so that other people can get the value as well. Very important perspectives, very important information. Get you guys to kind of think a little bit. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, listen, without further ado, because, hey, I don't really care about all that stuff. Just want to push out a good message, okay? Just want to help the community out. That's it. That's all I want to do. So, guys, man, this was going to be an interesting one, man, because this is a heavy topic. This is a very heavy topic out in the manosphere, out in the YouTube area, the spaceman, and I think it's time that maybe I bring a different perspective on this, and hopefully I can gain some clarity. Hopefully, because I'm just gonna be talking, man, because I've been thinking about this, and I've been just researching. I've been doing a lot of digging and going into the Word of God, going into just getting a little bit of experience, thinking about my experiences, thinking about other people and looking at their lives. Not that I'm snooping around or anything like that, just sneaking up on people with nothing. Like, no. We're not none of that, but we're just trying to come to the truth. We're just trying to come to the truth of why, not why, but what it is about a man's what is it about a man's prime years? And this video is just dealing with the men's prime years and stuff like that. We'll get to the women maybe one day or what have you. You know what I'm saying? I think it's comfortable, but at the same time, I mean, it's comfortable now. It's just I want to set the stage with the men. Hey, look, guys, it starts with us. You see what I'm saying? Hold on, let me check my mic, make sure it's good. Okay, good. Yes, so it starts with us brothers. It starts with the men, black men, Asian men, white men, Arab men, East Indians, hey, what have you. Guys, it starts with us, and especially here in America, where guys are, man, we're dropping the ball. I mean, it's crazy. And as you see, according to the title, shoot, this is the, I think this, what playlist will this go under? What playlist will this go under? I'm gonna put this, oh man, what playlist? Is this the self-improvement from a biblical perspective? I'll figure that out. But the title of today's topic is, I take back what I said, or what I might have said about a man's prime years. Cause see, the whole thing is, and I don't want to make this too long, but the whole thing is, I've been noticing that me and other brothers and stuff out there are parroting. We're parroting a lot of information when it comes to a man's prime years, but we're not really thinking too much for ourselves. We say those things sound good, thinking for ourselves, doing this, that, and the other, but really we're just looking at other people say some stuff, and we're still parroting a lot of information that they're pushing. Now, shout out to the brother, the elder Kevin Samuels, the late Kevin Samuels. Shout out to him, man. Dropped a lot of information while he was on this earth. But hey, listen, I kind of want to challenge this whole thing of a man's prime years being in their 30s. You see what I'm saying? I've been kind of getting away from that, and I want to bring just bring a different perspective. I'm open to a different outlook on this because of the way men are made, men and women. Men are made, men are made a certain way, and back in ancient times, and I like to go back to ancient times because that's where we get some of the blueprint to kind of see where we need to measure up. You see what I'm saying? Because I truly believe that ancient societies is what we need to be looking back to if we're gonna make any type of change in society today, because it was more structured, it was morally sound, more spiritually sound, and things were functioning way smoother, way better. Things were ordered, decent, and excuse me, y'all. Things were more mature and founded on solid ground. You see what I'm saying? Firm patriarchal societies, right? And men were brought up more mature than they are in today's society. See, let me tell you what's going on in today's society, right? We're being told that, you're a young man. I kind of brought this out in the other video talking about, I'm sorry, I'm spitting, but not men, but the youth, right? The youth being an excuse for the foolish decisions that, young people are making nowadays. You see what I'm saying? People my age, 23, 24, even younger, you see, they have the excuse of being young, and because now that's why, people can kind of just lay it off and kind of just like push it to the side, push certain behaviors to the side. See what I'm saying? Oh, he 23, man, shoot, he didn't go on and just live his life. You know what I'm saying? He gonna make mistakes, he gonna fell on his face, and you're gonna make mistakes. I'm just saying, you have to understand, we were more mature at a certain age, right? And the way I'm seeing certain things now is that since we're not so mature, since we're not so sound in mind, we live in a society where we base everything off of our feelings. Our opinions matter. There's no right and wrong. There's always some gray area in between truth and a lie. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of behaviors are being perpetuated and insinuated. It's just a mess out here, you see. And that's why society the way it is. That's why children and the youth are not getting any better, you see, because these things are being taught from the older generation. It's just like society is getting more and more dumbed down, and the expectations and the standards for human beings are a little bit different, For example, marriage. You see what I'm saying? Back in what people call quote unquote biblical times, people were getting married young. I'm talking about teens. I'm talking about late teens. Because see, you have to think about it, right? This is going to go into why I am changing my perspective, and I have to take back, or just change what I might have said about a man's prime years. And I'm not saying a man's prime years is necessarily in his teens, but more maybe late teens, early 20s, I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna give my reasonings, right? It's gonna make sense. See, the thing is, right, when it comes to marriage, you had young folks getting married. You had arranged marriages, and of course, women got married fairly young. Men did too, right? Men and women got married young, you see, and that's when testosterone, that's when estrogen, that's when hormones are racing. You see what I'm saying? You're developing, Yes, you are developing. But at the same time, they're racing. You see what I'm saying? We're eager to just feel like us men are eager to feel the touch of a woman. Women are just ready to lay down with men. You see what I'm saying? See, we're so eager to get around each other. We're so excited. You know what I'm saying? And these are the type of feelings and I guess behaviors that we exhibit as we go through puberty. Us men are starting to get our manhood, and now it's like what society is pretty much trying to push is that, oh, you need to wait until you're mature. You need to wait until a certain age. And now it's to the point, since men don't necessarily, but see, let me get to that. I'm gonna get to that. I'm not gonna put the cart before the horse. But the whole deal is society is pushing men to wait. They're waiting and waiting. They're expected not to indulge in sexual behaviors and what have you, when at this stage in their lives it seems to me as if they need to have somebody. They need to have a woman already. You see what I'm saying? They need to have somebody to fulfill those needs. They need to have somebody to fulfill those needs, instead of what you see today when you have men running around just sleeping with a whole bunch of women, taking their virginities. Women sleeping around with a whole bunch of men, running up their body count and losing their value. You see? Fornication, lust being taken over, and controlling our youth, lust and desire, because it's burning in them. You see what I'm saying? And you can't, and I think it's a dangerous thing to strip a young man of his manhood when he needs to fulfill that. When you need to be pushing for marriage, you need to be pushing for young men and women to get together and form a righteous union early. You see what I'm saying? Like, listen, and it does have something to do with maturity, but you have to understand. Wouldn't you think that how could a king rule at 20 something years old? How could a king rule at 15 years old? You see examples like that in the Bible. How could they do that? They had to have had some level of maturity, right? You see what I'm saying? They had to have some level of maturity back then. See, it was different back then. You see, the whole deal is, how could we ever survive or even deal in that type of society when you had young men who were rulers, who were generals, who were serving in, positions of, the army and stuff like that, man? Like, come on now. That's when the testosterone is at its height. It's in the 20s. This is on a physiological level. And see, now, here's when I go as to where the problem lies. The problem lies is when people are telling you, and this is why I mentioned Kevin Samuels, when people are telling you that 30 is your prime, 35, 40. And I'm thinking to myself, that's a little bit too late. You see what I'm saying? Because the prime of what? The prime of what? Your physical health? What? You see what I'm saying? It's more, you could probably, because see, the thing is, you're going to grow in wisdom as you age, men and women. You see what I'm saying? Mentally, you're always going to keep growing. You're never going to be you're not going to be at your peak at 50 or, that's going to keep going. It's ever learning process. You're never going to find out every single thing. So mentally, you won't be at your prime. You just have more wisdom, have greater understanding and knowledge than you did when you were in your 20s, right? Spiritually, you'll have more strength. Mentally, you'll have more strength. You see what I'm saying? But you can grow stronger in those areas. But physically, you are weakening because you're getting older, right? You're at your prime physiologically in more so the 20-year-old realm. But this explains why men and women got married young. This explains why you had more mature men. You see what I'm saying? At a young age, right? Especially the problem lies when guys like Kevin Samuels told you, and other guys out there are telling you that you gotta wait it's not your time yet to get married or do this, do that. Oh, you got to build yourself up, brother. You're not mature yet. You're not there yet. You're not ready. But you are 20 something years old. You're 25. You see? And you know, you got to work so hard, and then build up money. Build up money. You see what I'm saying? In order to deem yourself as mature. See, now you've built up financial maturity. You are in your financial prime, economic prime. You see what I'm saying? So, is it about money? Is your prime based on your money? Is your value now based on your money, or is it, or should it be the other way around? Should it be the character, who you are inside? Should it be the maturity level? Should it be your knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that you can provide for maybe a woman, for somebody who is willing to hear? You know what I'm saying? You like, bruh, come on, man. You wait till your 30s, dude. You got 30-year-olds talking about something they old now. So how are you in your prime? How are you in your prime when you are supposed to, when you talking about you old, when you're talking about something hurting your hip, your back, your shoulder? You see what I'm saying? Like 40, dude, you're getting a little. You ain't like you gray. You about to grow gray hairs. You know what I'm saying? You're not able to do the things that you used to do. You see? You're not able to do those things. But a lot of guys are under the impression that those are your prime years. No, those are your prime years for finances. But what's being implanted in people's minds is that you got to get the bag. You men, your value is your money. That's what they're trying to sell you on. That's what they're trying to put in your minds. Hey, shout out to Ringo TV Reactions too, because he brought out, he be bringing this out, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the brother, you know, because he comes from the perspective that no, it's not about your money. Your value as a man is not based on your money, but that's what they're trying to reduce you to. And you brothers got to understand this. Self-improvement comes from within. It's who you are. It's what you stand on, your principles. If you grew up with these things, then you wouldn't have to say, well, I got to make this money. I got to get this bag. You wouldn't be so worried about it. You'd be focused on your health. You'd be focused on keeping the commandments of God. You'd be focused on trying to live a righteous life. You'd be focused on trying to build the inner man. You see? But everybody's telling you that your value is in your money. And see, there's a disconnect. Because if your value is in your money, well then how could you have a wife? How could you have somebody that truly loves you when the money's gone, they're gone too? You see what I'm saying? Because all you're valuable for, all you really are worth is how much you can provide and put on the table. You see? But that's what they're pushing. You gotta get the bag, gotta get the money. When it was never about that. It was never about that. So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. That's what I'm trying to relay. You see, that's why I have to take it back. And I can make more videos on these topics. I can make more videos explaining myself. And guys, you let me know in the comment section what you think the prime years are. If you disagree, I would like to hear why. I would like to, explain your reasonings, because what I'm seeing is that if you're gonna say that a man's prime years is starting in their 30s, you just starting your life, you just doing this. Listen, I get it. I know I'm young because I'm willing to hear. This is just a perspective change. This is what I'm just thinking, you see? Because it just doesn't really make sense to say that someone's in their prime years, but their physiological, prowess is diminishing. They're declining. Their testosterone levels, not a lot, but just a little bit, after age 30 something, it starts to decline just a little bit. You see what I'm saying? You're on a decline at that point. So physiologically, in your prime, no. So I don't know if that's what I don't know if they're trying to make a comparison. Like, you are in your financial prime. So if people are out there that think that your prime is in your 30s, what you're really telling yourself is that you're in your financial prime. And I was kind of like under the impression that, oh, well, I should be strong at this age. I should be strong at 40. You know what I'm saying? I'm at my strongest. Like, no. No, I mean you can still take care of yourself around that age, but no, right now is our time. Young folks, 20-year-olds, y'all, hey, keep your health in check. Kingdom Fit, be Kingdom Fit. Get your health in order. Your health and your fitness is very, very important right now. Don't wait till you're 30. No, get it right now. See what I'm saying? Your testosterone's flowing. You need to take advantage of it. Don't just go out there and start, using your testosterone for the wrong reasons. And you know what I'm talking about. You see? Focus on your health. Hold on to your seed, like I've been telling y'all, brothers. Hold on to your semen and let that energy, and harness that energy and let it build. Let it strengthen you. Let it renew your mind. Let it open your mind. You know what I'm saying? But allow it to have you in a posture. Let it have you in a scenario that you're standing on something. You're a man. You let it form you and transform you. Let it transform you. Let it mold you and shape you into the man that you need to become. Let it mold you. So guys, that's kind of why I'm backing off of that. But hey, let me know what you guys think, because it doesn't really make sense for me to say that, oh, well, my prime is in X amount of, years down the line. So that means, that means I have to work. I can't, so I have to cut myself off. I have to emasculate myself. I have to wait. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I follow the Most High, I can't be going around here chasing after women all day. I can't, you should be telling men that they shouldn't be even, no, you should not be focused on women, but you shouldn't even be telling men to even look for no wife. When that's contrary to what the scriptures say, if we follow God. Just saying, but, because that's based on my studies. But at the same time, you got to understand something, men telling you that, prime years are in your 30s and beyond, it's financial, man. It's financial. So if you guys are in that mindset that you're gonna be strong, big and strong, and no, you can take care of yourself at that time, but you're not gonna be able to do the things that you were able to do in your 20s, in your teens. See what I'm saying? So let me know what you guys think. Like the video, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on so that you're notified when I'm dropping other content. Share the video with your friends, family, associates, whoever might benefit from this message, because it's not just for you, it is for other brothers and sisters that are willing to make a change in their life, who are willing to go down the path of health and fitness. Health on all three levels, mental, physical, and spiritual. And guys, I'm going to see you in the next video. Holla at y'all later. Prime years, fellas. It's now. Just saying. Holla at y'all later. Peace.